It is indeed.
It is.
I see. Okay, who's on my? So wait, I got a point.
That's
Who's?
that's
Gory.
Viking. No,
No,
you're
no,
pointing at Viking right
no,
now.
for
Oh, at
me.
least to me. I don't know.
So yeah,
Oh
this is
shit!
Gory,
It is
and this is
different on the
Vike.
thing.
Yeah, it switches.
That's so weird.
Okay, I'm doing that for the sake of this. All right, so we're live.
When you're anatomical right.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, you're anatomical right.
Yes. Okay, so hello everybody, and thank you for joining us for the UnderClocked podcast. This is the second episode. This is the place where we talk about movies and games while we try to be coherent enough to be somewhat entertaining. To my anatomical left is the bloke from Down Under who got white girl wasted multiple times this week. Say hello, Viking.
Hello.
And to my anatomical right is the man, the myth, and the guy with the adorable cat. Say hello, Gory.
Hey, two cats. But yeah.
Yeah, but I've only seen really pictures of one a bunch over the Instagram, so...
Actually, everybody thinks that they're the same cat, but that's because people can't tell the difference. You know how, like, when it's yours, you can... Yeah, no, it's totally two cats.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, one of
Well, then
them
you have
doesn't have a
adorable
tail,
cats.
and one of them is, like, a little fuzzier and grayer than the other ones.
If
but-
we weren't
You
live,
get
I'd
it.
totally make a racist joke, but hey, that's okay.
Oh, yeah, I was
But
About
we're on
30
your
seconds
channel.
ago, I was thinking
I
about
don't
that.
mind. I don't mind. All right, so yeah, we are here and live, and I'm gonna throw my dog in the backyard. Give me 1 second.
Oh, no, the dogs can be part of the podcast.
Yeah, let the dog be part
Good
of
boy.
Lame. Cooper's lame.
This is the Pets podcast. No, that's cool.
So we're just gonna get out. Yeah, this episode, all our pets are in charge.
Do you have all the blinds blacked out
In-
to kind of keep the pain down?
In
Is
my
everything too
house.
bright right now?
In my house. No, I have shutters on my house, and I didn't have time to put them up, so.
You just wear
Isn't it like-
sunglasses. He's drinking coffee. Just get some
Sunglasses, a black
sunglasses.
I just
sweater with
woke
a
up, what do you
hoodie.
expect?
Hey,
Anyway,
man.
So,
But yeah,
what are we talking about today, Mike?
well,
You're the.
fuck, I'm the one in charge of deciding topics, am I?
I did the intro, man.
Yeah, I guess that's true, but it was.
well, I
pretty-
mean, like, does anybody have an affinity? Because we know what we're talking about first. Like, I have no affinity. What is discussed first?
Well, then because we started last week gushing over Division, how about we spend this time
Trashing division, garbage, uninstalling.
I would say talk about it. We
No.
have some. It's still good.
We've all
it's still
hit-
good.
We've all hit 30 now, so we can finally.
Speak for your fucking
I
self.
fucking thought you would have caught up by now, but okay.
I'm 27, but
Alright, well, we can still go do the strongholds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you could
yeah,
be
yeah.
30 and at night.
well, I've
at
done the first
27.
2, I think.
You've
I-
done strongholds?
Is remember when you randomly joined me? Was that a stronghold? The 26 stronghold.
Maybe they do. I don't know. I didn't do any till I was 30, so you might be right.
Because I've been just going ahead, so like I was like 24,
haven't-
but I
I
did the
haven't.
26 or 27 one because and then I did a match make so that I could actually like do it.
They're
So I did
actually
the
kinda
26
meh,
and the
huh?
28 one. Yeah,
I
You
haven't
think they
done
were
them
really
yet.
exciting? Sorry.
they were a long mission, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
They just keep going and going and going. At least the rooms don't change. I mean, it's not like you stay in one room for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
You
yeah.
progress pretty quickly through the missions. They're just really long.
And the
Yeah,
one that I
so-
did, you have to like blow up a boat or something. Like there was these like 2 boats on the side. You had to blow them up, and there was like this big carrier in the front. You had to disable it so the
Nah,
guy
that's
couldn't
a-
run away.
That's a normal mission.
Is it?
Yeah. Because me and Gory did that the other day on the hardest difficulty. I remember doing that
That's
one.
unlocked at the moment.
Ooh, okay, then maybe I haven't done any of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
It has a different symbol on the map than just a normal mission.
Yeah.
You might have done it then. That might be one of them. Basically, just dedicate 30 minutes to it on normal.
Yeah. But yeah,
Wow.
so we've done that.
Well,
Um,
Have you picked a specialization yet, Viking?
no. Because you need to do the strongholds before you can do it. Fucking.
Oh, that's right, okay.
what is that? What are the specializations? I don't know. You guys have said
There's-
that a few times. I don't know what that is.
There's one with a grenade launcher, one with a bow, and one with a sniper rifle.
But what do they do?
like the different
So
classes.
you just
I don't know
get
what they-
a weapon. You just get
Oh.
it's number 4 on your it's number 4 on your keyboard, and you randomly pick up ammo for it, and you'll see it's like an orange ammo, and you can only carry so much. You can switch to it whenever you want.
This is just a baller ass weapon.
Yeah, and I'm using the sniper, and that's what I want to use. But right now, you only get like a 12 or a 15x scope. But I think that you unlock tiers. I'm gonna be really disappointed. I might switch to the grenade launcher if one of the tiers doesn't unlock a lesser zoomed in sniper rifle,
Can't you
because
put
it's
on one of
not.
your ones?
It's just 4.
You
It's just
can't.
number 4.
You can't put on a fucking 8x
No,
scope?
no, you can't.
Oh,
No,
you can't
use
customize
your
it?
own unless I'm not doing it right. You might be able to customize it later, I think, because I think you level up your specialization.
Yeah. I know when
Oh.
you go through world tiers, you level it up.
Maybe
and
that's
I'll-
what it is.
But I found those hidden places. I have to run around with you guys and show you where they are, because you
Yeah.
get gear out
So
of it. And there's a hidden room at the end when you get all 6 of them that's got gear in it as well.
good.
Yeah.
I love how in the Discord chat you totally doubled down on your complete misspelling. You're like, oh yeah, I don't even know what you wrote. It wasn't hyena. You wrote
No,
something
no, hidden.
completely wrong,
No.
and then he corrected you. He's like, did you mean hyena? And you're like, yeah. And then you rewrote what you wrote before, still wrong.
No. That's what it's called in the game, is hidden. That's spelled that way.
Oh, what really?
Yeah,
That's
it's
got to be
called
that's got to be referring to hyena.
No, it's
Because isn't it like
actually-
HYD?
It looks like when you go to them, I'll show you them later. They look like they're written by kids. It looks like little kids' hidey holes that they've been using.
Weird.
Party or potty? Well, it's an apocalypse. I don't know. You got to put the kids somewhere safe. Maybe they just shit everywhere.
Maybe.
Did you say party?
No, it's just like
Like a hidey hole.
Yeah,
like a little
Okay.
like an Aliens where like Newt
like
goes
one
into
of
the
them's
fucking
one
like
of them's a
Oh,
one
good
of them's a
reference.
cubby house. One of them's in a shipping container. One of them's like behind all these bushes and shit. They're in very good and hidden places. The only way you can know that they're around is there's these balloons with H written on them, and that's how you know you're
okay.
near one. They're
I'll
very
just
well
start
hidden.
paying attention for it.
Oh, I know
Interesting.
I know where they all are. We can go do them later.
Okay.
Did you use the interwebs to find them?
I had to. I would find the place, like with the with the balloon. I'd be like, they show you where it is. I'm like, okay, and then I'll try and find it. And I spent like 20 minutes trying to find the cubby house one, just like looking in trees and shit around the place. And then I'm like, I can't find it. Where the fuck is it?
Did any of you guys get any masks yet?
No.
No, I stopped. I
Those
stopped on that.
hunters are fucked.
They're so impossible to kill, man.
You
They're level
need-
35.
Yeah, you need everyone there.
Yeah,
well,
and
there's
they
one-
might get easier the higher gear you get too.
Yeah. The
I might be able to kill the one now to give you the ghost mask. That
sniper
that
one?
hides. Yeah, because I was
yeah.
trying to do it at level 30, but I hadn't done it. I hadn't done my specialization, and now I have a specialization with the sniper rifle. So maybe I can get that one. Can you wear the mask and a hat at the same time? It'll be
No.
really.
Are you sure?
Hey, you can't wear a baseball cap?
I haven't been able to see. I haven't seen anyone do
Because
it.
the masks have their own spot.
Yeah, but I don't know. I haven't seen anyone. I would love to
Yeah,
wear.
I can see how video games work, though. They're like,
I
no,
would-
we don't want to do this collision technology.
Yeah, maybe.
I would love to be able to wear one and have like a military helmet on or something, like a SWAT helmet that you see people running around with.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Oh, you
Or, like,
might be
just,
able to. I think you can wear the jacket. There's a jacket, like a sniper jacket with a hood on it, that you can wear. I've seen a lot of people wearing that. So maybe you could do that. But I was watching.
Go
I
ahead,
didn't.
sorry.
I didn't know about him until Devil Dog Gamer put out a video about him, and he was talking about how there's these hidden hotels or whatever, and I was like, oh, I want to find these. And then he put up another one the other day where he's got a sniper rifle that just fucking one-shots everyone in the head, even in the DZ.
Yeah, I bet.
It's like so bad. He's got like no health or armor though, but he can just like one-tap someone in the head and they go
Oh, I
down.
suppose our specializations will be nasty in the DZ, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
I unlocked DZ South, which I do love. You were right. It's like so claustrophobic and
Super,
shit.
yeah.
It's tight,
yeah.
dude. It's tight.
That's what she said. So yeah.
How do you get the west one?
I think you just keep playing. It doesn't.
The west
I
one.
don't know.
No, well,
I
I
was
can
just.
I can go unlock that now. I can run up
Because I
there.
can't.
Well, I did the.
I think if
these-
you just keep doing side missions, eventually it just opens
once
up.
you get
I don't know.
once you get to 30, you go do another recon mission.
Oh,
Just
is it 30?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
That would make
Because
sense.
yeah, for me, I can't even start it. Like it's not even available for me.
Right. Yeah, you probably have to hit 30.
Uh,
Well,
I'll get there eventually, boys. I'll get there.
I'm still
No, I was
thinking.
laughing at Viking.
I'm still thinking
Because he's
whether or
like
not to go
barely
play.
awake.
Yeah. I'm still thinking whether or not to go play Armor or play Division, because I haven't been able to play Division all fucking week for day shift. But this week I'll be able to play a shitload of it because I got night shift, and that's when you guys are usually on, is when in the mornings. I get home at like 7 a.m. You guys will be on it by like 9 or 10 for me.
Right. Yeah.
That's good timing for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it works out great, but
I was
still-
honestly thinking about taking tonight off. I mean, please, by all means, go ahead. But like, I can definitely jam tomorrow.
I'm just gonna run through the strongholds if I have to,
Sure.
because I think it sounds like I got to catch up.
It took some. I went hard on it the first week. You guys saw I'm like over 70 hours or maybe something like that. But
Jesus, what am I at? I'm gonna
once
check.
I unlocked the world tier and like the whole thing went red again and it did all the new missions and all the new strongholds, I was like, huh.
You
You
need
went
it.
hard.
like-
Right? You kind
I
of
feel like you
burned
need
it a little bit.
you need friends to keep it more
Ow.
entertaining. Good
Yeah.
job.
Fuck.
Did you just smash a tooth?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I hate that. And it's like your whole head is ringing right now.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's probably chipped.
Nah.
Yeah, you should.
No.
Yep.
I'm good. I've got 24 hours, by the way.
24 hours.
There's a
Well, fuck, man. This is so bad.
So if you chip your tooth, like how long does it take to get an appointment with in Canada?
See, I'm in a small town, so I walked to the hospital today, and it would be like in and out. Like they're like, it's funny because I'm like close to a major city, so it's funny because the distance to drive, people will drive from the city to here to go to the hospital here because the wait time is so much less that they're actually saving time.
Okay.
Oh, righto. Yeah, that makes sense. I would
Like
prob-
for easy math, let's just say it takes 2 hours in the city. It takes half hour here. They spend half hour driving here. They're in and out in an hour. They've saved an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's good. I've got the same thing. We've got everything here, and it's just a lot easier to go to the hospital or go to the dentist here than it is to go to like a city and wait 4 hours to fucking do shit.
Yeah,
Well, that's
I,
the
can, I
thing.
can see
The
small towns
The
being
problem
shit.
is there's a lot of old people that live in my town. So like when you go to the hospital, you're waiting nearly like 3 hours just for the
You have
doctor.
to smell them.
I have to see these fucking old people. It's the worst.
Yeah,
No, what were you
hi
saying?
Spitfire.
Was Spitfire here?
Yeah, he said, "Okay, fuck me then."
Oh.
We were talking, okay? Just calm down. So what were we doing? went from-
we were
we
talking
went-
about
we-
we're
this
about to
is-
shit on the division.
hitting 30. You were
We're
talking about
not-
hitting 30.
We're not really shitting on it. We're just like, honestly though, if you went and spent $60 on a game today, and you want a game that you want to loot, shoot, and level up, honestly, you're gonna go for the division. You can't.
Well, it is good.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but like,
there's definitely shit that's
those-
wrong though.
yeah, but there's a lot less wrong than Anthem, and people try not to compare the both of them.
Oh.
And I watched a video the other day about a dude who's like, you can't. He's like, I didn't want to compare them because I felt like they were different. One's a space age,
Yeah.
loot 'em, shoot 'em.
One sucks ass, one doesn't.
Yeah, but like
One is a
Division-
finished product.
Division
Well-
isn't really like it's good, but it's got its bad side. Like it's got its glitches and like that metro area, the metro CP that I keep going to like do missions around there. I keep getting stuck on the same fucking escalator like all the time.
Mm.
I keep like every time I go down the escalator, I just get stuck on it. So it's got its
Well, I
it's got its downfalls, but if you're gonna pick a game between Anthem and Division, you're definitely gonna go for the one on the right.
Sure, but my dilemma is not that. My dilemma, as far as like a looter shooter, is do I play Season of the Drifter in Destiny 2 or Division 2?
Why not both?
Well, that's
There's
what
not
I'm
enough time
doing.
to play one.
There's,
Yeah, I know.
but
Well, that's
but
okay. If you had to go and buy a brand new game today out of those 3 games,
I'd probably buy Destiny.
yeah.
But I'm also a huge
But
fan
also,
of the franchise, and
isn't
there's
yeah,
a lot more shit
and that
right
makes
now.
sense. And like Destiny 2, isn't that the DLC that came out?
Destiny 2 just had a DLC come out like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Skyrim, but again. So yeah, but when you need a loot 'em shoot 'em, you'd go for your.
It's definitely good, but like
I think they're leaning on the world tiers way too much, and
Yeah,
maybe I'm wrong.
they're
I don't
expecting.
even know what that means. What does
So
that
when
mean?
you do
So-
the last stronghold, the whole map becomes occupied again. Well, not the whole map, but basically the whole map becomes occupied. A lot of the control points you got to take again. You have new missions you have to do. You have old missions that you have to do again. They're all harder, but instead of them being like the gang members now, most of them are with the Black Husk.
Yeah,
Right.
So it's like
it's a new group, isn't it?
yeah, it's like the Taken, or it's like it's the Taken is all the same enemies again,
Right.
You know, and like you go down the same. Like if you played Destiny 1 enough, like some of the missions are like the exact same mission except going the other way. It
Right,
feels
yeah.
completely new because you just spent 3 months going one way,
Yeah.
and so you go. And I feel like it's not exactly how it is, but they're
A good
recycling a lot of
analogy.
stuff.
Yeah. It
And
makes
the
it make
fact that
sense.
there's going to be 5 world tiers, I'm like, oh,
It's a grind,
there's
bro.
so much to do.
Apparently at World Tier 4 you get more attachments that can change the game completely for you.
Cool. At World Tier 3? Okay. Ah, okay.
So, I went to the area, like the section of the map that has the police station in it. I'm not 100% sure where that is, but it was like it's one of the higher leveled areas. Like I think it's the 27 to 30 level area. And I went in there and I literally was, you know how you can actually see the line in the ground where like you're going from one section to
Yeah.
another? I was standing there literally on the line and the section behind me was pristine and golden. Literally along the dotted line on the other side of it, none of the textures would load in.
Mm-hmm.
And I was walking around and I tried to, like, I'd be walking into nothing and then all of a sudden, like, a wall would materialize in front of me in low res bullshit and I couldn't get around it. So when I finally was trying to get into the police station, there's, I think, a staircase there, but I kept doing the animation where you kind of like stutter fall as I'm trying to go up the staircase. And then all of a sudden I just fell straight down. And I felt like I just let it go.
I wish you
I was
were recording it, or like had a buffer on.
Oh, it would have been great because I literally just fell and I actually just sat back and was like, I'm gonna see how long this goes. It got to the point where the game actually said, like return to play area, and it had a 10-second countdown, and it was counting down. And when it got to 0, it didn't respawn me. It just put a ground underneath me, and I was just in a continuous like stumble animation.
In nothing.
Nothing and it had fallen far enough that if I looked up, the map was like literally it was like 2 or 3 kilometers away. Like I could barely see anything, but I was like stumbling on the ground as if I was like fucking stupid and couldn't stand up, like just over and over and over again. And that was it. I had to close the game. I couldn't play, and it failed the mission. And I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Oh,
Like,
Yeah,
man.
failure.
but it was just weird because it wasn't like the whole game was shitting out. I literally was standing on that line going, the entire world behind me is rendered perfectly. This section is fucked. And it was just really jarring. Like I literally was looking at it and that it really threw me off. I don't know why it did that, but there's definitely parts of the game that are still not polished.
No, definitely not. And that's why I like that they're doing maintenance a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's the good thing. Like unlike the other game that we're talking about, which we won't bring up anymore. They do maintenance every week. It's like for me, it's like a Thursday night or whatever. Like so, it's like Thursday morning for you guys or something. It's when they do it.
Okay.
What, Anthem?
No, Division.
Or I mean, game that does not get talked about?
No, Division does. Division does maintenance every week.
Right.
On the
So does
server.
Destiny every Tuesday.
Yeah, and I think that's what also was a downfall to Anthem was they didn't do that.
Well, they don't have a reset cycle like Destiny, for example. All the bounties, a bunch of different like important points, like the flash point as they
Hello,
call it.
person behind Gory.
The flashpoint
someone
changes
behind
like
your door.
the location, the heroic strikes and heroic missions change where they are every week. So like every week on a reset, they do the update, they do the change, and then they move shit around.
I'm sorry.
Whereas
That person
what?
behind you, Corey, there's someone behind your door, and they looked in, and it's like, what? And then they're looking through your fucking crack in the window.
Sure.
Yeah, look. You can see him in the back there, look.
Oh, did you see what fucking?
No, I'm not. She's doing laundry. She's not peeking. It's the
Look at
washer
this
and dryer
fucking-
right there.
You know what I realized?
What?
I rewatched our podcast from last week, and there was a point where I said something, and Gory made like a face, like a "you probably shouldn't have said that" face, and I was like, "Am I not allowed to say that?"
What did you
Oh,
say?
I said a word
The
that I wasn't.
F-bomb.
No.
I think it was like 30 seconds in.
What was the word? Type it in the Discord.
Type it in the Discord.
Type it in chat.
Type it in the chat.
That-
Yeah, definitely that would have flagged something.
So wait, you can say the F word, but you can't say that word?
Yeah,
That's
I know,
correct. I can say "fuck" as many times as I want.
No,
I
I'm
can't
not
say
talking
that
about
word.
that F word.
Oh no. The other. Are you talking about this F word?
Yeah.
No,
you
I
said
can't say
word.
that
Oh.
either.
Oh, okay.
No, but I know I can't say that one. But because I
So-
remember you kind of made like a face, so I
If you
Googled
can't
it.
say fuck, everybody on Twitch is gone.
So I remember Farsight said that word on the radio as we're doing a mission, and there's a part in the stream that he does it, and he says it out loud on the radio, and he goes, "Oh fuck, I mean these people."
But yeah, no, because I looked it up, and apparently on Twitch they hold these two words at the same severity. And by the way, for anybody who's watching this either on YouTube later or on Twitch right now, it's derogatory terms for homosexuals, and that's what we're talking about right now.
Is there any other terms? No, I'm just playing. No, I think also Twitch would take into account intention. You know, like
They
people
don't
who
really
act-
though. They're pretty PC, man.
No, they are. But a lot of times people will accidentally drop the N word, and
Like if you're
if it's
okay.
like if they don't have anything on their channel, it's just a mistake, and they're like, ah, shit, bah, you know, because they do manually go ahead and
And they
review it.
usually-
It doesn't.
they-
But if you're just dropping it and like with a
constantly,
hard
yeah.
R, and you don't belong to that type of person, you know, it's
Or
like,
if you're saying it offensively, like if I'm using the F word here that we've got in our chat, and I'm like, "You're such a stupid that." That's different than me being, you know what I mean? Like it's different
like
than me
dropping
saying,
it by accident.
right, being like, "Oh man," or like,
did you guys see the Microsoft's Twitter? What did they say here? They were talking about our blacks.
what?
Microsoft. Here, I'm gonna find it on Twitter. It's
Well,
here.
well,
I actually got it right here.
oh,
Right
you
here.
got it. You got it.
So
Oh, can you share it? Oh, we can share things.
yeah, right there. So Microsoft says this week our blacks at Xbox Community Awards 2019 Jerry grants. This is like an official thing that they did. Look at the controller.
Hang on. I'll give you guys a link to the Twitter. Copy link. Paste.
Oh.
Our blacks at Microsoft.
This week at hashtag GTC.
We're really
2019,
proud.
Our Blacks at Xbox Community awarded. That's right. Wow.
Jesus. And there's two black hands fist bumping.
Yeah, that's the controller.
Bloody hell.
Fucking
And then
See,
look, it's got
we
the-
getting shit for saying the G word, but fucking they can do this and get away with
Butt
it.
fucking
But yeah, man, that's what we're talking about.
about.
Ah,
Yeah,
thank
that's
you.
super funny. That's super funny that they did that. And like they have a reason for it. It's like it's something that they did, you know, like African Americans at Microsoft.
I'm
Or at
sure there's a
Xbox,
real
it's just-
reason they just.
No, it's like it's like their own, not even like it's like the Black Caucus or something. It's like it's a group of all black people at the Xbox team like did this thing like a couple years ago. But it's just like nobody ever knew about it. And then Microsoft just tweets it out like out of nowhere. It was so good.
Remember this pseudo racist thing we did a while ago? Hey,
We're gonna do it again.
yeah, fucking hell. But yeah,
Oh.
I know it's not really related to what we were talking about. It's just I remember rewatching and just seeing Gory kind of make like a weird face. I'm like, is there a problem with this? Am I not allowed to say this? After a very quick Google search, it was like
No,
on one of the like do not
I
say
didn't.
list.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure Twitch doesn't they don't just like they hear the word they ban, or they like disable it or whatever. I'm pretty sure they look at the word, they look at the context, and they look at what the streamer did to try and avoid it, or at least like afterwards, like what happened. Like, did the streamer like
Right.
get angry? Because a lot of people they have like really popular ones. They get people that run in, they say the N word, and then the streamer either they stand there and do nothing, or they like try to get away from that person.
Right.
Like especially in Armor. Like have you seen Psy Syndicate? His videos, he always gets people. He does like Armor 3 life videos and shit. So
You have
he
to mute
has
people all the time. They
Yeah.
take that into account. Like,
Yeah,
you
like-
But it's
can't-
kind of but Twitch is fucked because like on Twitch, like let's just say us three are playing and a fourth person joins our party to do something and they start screaming the N-word, you can get banned for that.
then you have to make an effort to stop
Yeah,
to mute them
so
and get away from them.
we had someone in Armor 3 come and join us when we're playing Escape, like a random, and the first thing he says, "What up, mate?" And then as soon as he said it, I kicked him out of the server. He joined back. He said something else. Kicked him again. Then he came back. He started playing music through the group chat. So we just banned the hell out of him from the server.
And you didn't get any strikes or anything
No.
for that? It's just weird because on YouTube you can get in shit for what you say and do, not what other people say and do. And on Twitch, you're 100% responsible for everything that happens.
Yeah, and it's impossible
just-
to do
it's
that
kinda
when you're doing
weird.
online games with random people. It's
Well,
just
exactly,
like
right?
I think YouTube understands that this is the internet, where Twitch is like we're trying to avoid it happening on live shows.
Which is weird because it's way easier to retrospectively cut that out. Like if I'm playing Rust, for example, and some guy runs around just screaming the N-word over and over again, during the editing process, I just cut them out.
Yeah, well, that is where you're expected to do that, but you can't be expected to cut them out when you're live streaming on Twitch, and I think they do take that into account. You might accidentally get caught by an algorithm, but I think it's pretty rare that somebody gets timed out for more than a couple hours on Twitch. For
Well,
somebody
I
coming
read
in
a
an
thing when I
accident.
found out, like someone was saying "don't be" and then this G word here in our chat that I used in the last one, and they got banned for that.
Because
They
they
were
said
pl-
it.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's because they said it. Unless it was someone else. Did someone else say it or just them?
No, so like I think they were playing like COD or something, and someone was like team killing them. They're like, "Oh man, don't be that."
That would be a tough game to stream and not have those words come up.
Right? I don't know. It
You-
just seemed
you-
really weird to me. Like,
I couldn't do it. I
You have to
couldn't.
have everybody muted, including yourself. Just have like
Yeah.
some lo-fi on.
my cleanest videos are from Arma because
That's what he
Viking is
said.
around.
I thought you said something else then, but okay.
Which one of us?
Cletus, I thought he said instead of Cleanus.
Cletus. When
Cletus.
Cletus is around.
Yeah. So and that's good, and I feel like streaming Arma 3 videos with everyone has dulled everyone down a bit.
It keeps us a
well.
little tame.
Yeah, it keeps everyone like
Less
other than Spitfire and Farside who still do it. I feel like the rest of the group has stopped, being dickheads is what I'm gonna call them, because that's what some of us are. And like when it comes down to actually playing the mission, people actually like look like they're trying their best to do it.
But you can say I don't want to say just because I'm not 100% sure before the C word on Twitch, right?
if you're British,
Or
What
Australian.
does that fucking matter? What does it
Because-
matter where you're from?
Because
because it sounds awesome when they say it.
Well, sure, but I mean, why can't I wouldn't get banned if I said it and I was streaming, right?
I have no idea. That word is a bit. I feel like it's
I
more.
think you can say that word.
I think
right?
words. I think words in
Should we
Twitch
test
is
it?
more. Words on Twitch is more of the context of why you're saying it more than who you're.
Yeah, are
you're
you
saying.
her? I mean, if you're like playing with like especially if you're playing against a female
That would not
and
be good.
you like threw it at her in a derogatory,
Like, don't
that-
be a
that one-
stupid bang.
yeah,
You're gonna
but
get
like
hit for
when
that.
people are just saying it like like Vikings Australian, and then when Farsight says it, it just sounds awesome.
Oh, he
And
did.
when something happens, and then especially if it's like when it's a guy or it's an AI and they say
Right.
the word,
Okay,
like I
well, you
don't think
can't-
anybody cares.
You can't say that word in the chat because Spitfire just tried to say it, and I had to allow or deny the word. The C word.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he just tried
Interesting.
to type it, and he goes, "Are you gonna?"
Oh, you
allow-"
can't even mess with spelling.
Nope, you can't. So held a message for reason identity allow. We'll post it to chat, and then I can click
Huh.
deny or allow, which I'll just deny because screw you guys.
You should delete that. You can delete that. Sorry.
Yeah.
My Auntie C.
I just looked it up. Yeah, no, that word is allowed, dude.
That's weird.
Because it's so prevalent in the UK and Australia. It's allowed apparently.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're saying it repetitively and calling someone that word all the time, like if
I
you're
wouldn't
Well,
say
that's
it.
like
I
anything,
wouldn't
right?
say it against anyone who identifies as anything near a female
Yeah.
to them while you play against them.
I'm feeling very effeminate today.
If you're
Don't
saying
use
it,
that
like, if
word
you're
to
saying
me.
it passively to yourself because of it's like when you say fuck, you know,
Right, yeah,
like when you
exactly.
die. That's like isn't that literally what you're saying?
yeah,
Yeah,
I-
it's almost like a synonym of sort
Yeah.
of
Synonym.
synonym. Like
Corey's like
mm,
that word
No,
does.
no, no. I think I was thinking a syllable.
no,
Sorry.
no. F you. No, but yeah, I don't know. It's a weird topic because there's no predefined rules on what you can and cannot say, and some people get cut down when you say something like that G word that I used last time. That isn't really a big thing, as far as I'm concerned. But
Speaking of which, in chat a while ago though, do you have a template set up for 4 people? Or do we not have that technology yet?
I love how you. No, sorry.
There's so much extra
no,
space
not yet.
here.
There's so much extra space. You're looking the wrong way. You're looking the wrong way.
I'm not for me.
Not for me.
Yeah, but you're looking at me right now.
yeah.
No, I'm looking at the stream.
Oh,
I've got
oh.
Discord here and the stream's up here.
Yeah, I've got the stream here, but what I've got is like I've got. Hang on, I'll show
Because
you.
if
That's
I'm trying to look at
That's what it looks
you
like for me.
guys. I'm trying to look at you guys live. And so if I put Discord over here, I'm going to spend the entire time looking away. I'm checking
Okay.
out your junk right now.
So, guys, I have a question for you.
Watermelon.
Who's excited for the Master Chief Collection on
I am.
PC?
Fucking oath.
4 out of 10.
Fucking what did you
Respectable
just say?
4 out of 10.
I'm
On
fucking
an excitement level?
Did you say 4 to 10?
On
Yeah,
excitement?
He did. Yeah, he did.
What the fuck, dog? What do you
A
mean?
4 out of 10 is respectable.
No, it's not.
That's 40%. That's a fail.
It wouldn't
I'm
be
not,
like-
I'm not like giddy. I'm not like giddy over it.
Did you not like Halo?
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm excited for it.
But he's
A
just
4
like,
to
I've
10,
played
that's
it
like-
already.
Well, that's my only like I own.
All of
Actually, you know what?
them. Yeah, you have like top heads and shit, don't you?
It'll increase as
Yeah.
it gets closer too.
Yeah,
you
when
know?
it comes out, I'll be like,
Like when I look at like my retirement account right now, it's like
oh, what the fuck happened? Audio just disappeared. That's really weird. I can't hear anyone at all. Alright, that was... Can you hear me? Oh, your TS went down. Alright. That was strange, we'll fix this. The TS went down, so let's go. Alright.
we're just in the lobby right now.
Yeah. No, go down to the bottom. There's a TS channel called Viking Oz. I can't.
No. I'll just create a new one real quick.
Who knew what? Oh, in the other one.
Using a TeamSpeak
Oh, there.
sort of as a loner here, and
Where?
our room got killed.
Our room got killed. That was strange. That was really strange. That was, yeah, I don't know. That was weird.
Yeah.
That was very weird.
Like, just
So yeah, the TeamSpeak went down, and now the previous one is. Yeah, I have no idea.
We're back. Sorry,
yeah, we're going. That
everybody.
technical issues. Plays technical issues song.
But yeah, so Halo. I am also very excited.
Are you
Is-
gonna play with keyboard or mouse, or are you gonna play with controller?
Well,
The old games.
I would have to play it with keyboard and mouse, so there isn't a point because I have the Master Chief Collection for the Xbox One S. So like, why would I do that?
I heard the ports were a little iffy. I'm not sure. Is it easy with keyboard and mouse? Is it just like too
Probably.
easy?
Probably.
Probably.
The last time I played it was with this guy. So
And
Yeah. Oh, and it's going again. It just went down again, didn't it? Can you hear me? Yeah, there you
the
go.
fuck, man.
I don't know, that TS is like fucked at the moment. We have been Farsight, we've just been using a different TS. Let's get Gory in here. There he is.
that's hysterical.
That was just strange.
Why do you
Yeah.
have your own channel?
Because Cyphers was like, hey, I'm gonna make a streaming like YouTubers channels.
Makes sense.
So Cyphers has a YouTuber.
Where's mine?
Yeah, where is it? Oh, fucked if I know. I need a password on mine and I don't know how to set it yet, so I'll set it another time.
I don't know. Maybe there's like the server that we connect to locally. He might use the one in Chicago. Maybe that one's going down.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know, man. I just work here.
Scrubs is the one. Well, we fixed it
Fuck.
now. We fixed it now. That was strange. Technical issues. I want to play the song, but it's already fixed. So,
What song?
the elevator music one.
Oh,
Oh, I
But
thought
it's-
you were gonna do the one like the ending of Arrested Development. That song. That sounds a lot like Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure too.
Jesus Christ.
I want to watch that now. I haven't watched that since I was like 10.
So like before we were born, kind of thing.
Actually, probably. No, wait.
And they're not that much older than us.
You 26?
25.
When's your birthday? I might be.
94.
No, okay. So yeah, you're less than a decade. Bear cub.
Bear cub.
I love how we
Ancient.
go. For me, this is cool. Gory is on the far side, right? For me, right? He has like
Okay.
the 5 o'clock shadow going on, and then Coop has like he's got a trimmed beard going on, and then there's me. There's just this
Oh,
scruffy
yeah.
fucking.
These are the options that you can click. Character
yeah,
customization.
yeah. Beard
These-
lengths 1, 2, and 3.
These
Yeah.
options fucking suck.
But yeah,
Are
I
these the
just-
only character models? They fucking suck, dude.
especially that one on the far side, like just fucking.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
actually, you know what? I just noticed your little borders around us and the names look way less bucket now.
Yeah, I know, right?
We look far less scuffed at the moment.
Yeah, it looks great. Spitfire agrees that these character creation sucks. um,
They're the worst, man.
anyway,
Fucking
all
worst.
right.
I'm very disappointed that
Master
you
Chief
haven't played
Collection.
that.
Yeah, we've gone
Oh
off.
yeah,
We've gone
sorry,
off
Master
topic.
Chief. Well, we had technical difficulties. Fuck.
So
Master
no,
Chief Collection.
answer my question. So, or maybe I think we're cutting out then. So, are the games getting released in order of original release, or are they being released in chronological order of when they took place? Because
No.
Reach was the earliest game.
They're going to be in the
Right?
Master Chief Collection, so it's all going to be one big release of it all.
Okay, maybe I read that wrong.
Yeah, and
But
then-
but it's like, did you play that Metal Gear Solid
Probably.
like anthology thing where when you booted it up, it didn't have them in order of their release; it had them in the chronological order.
yeah.
Then probably.
Like Peace Walker was first, and then it was like 3, and then 2 because
Oh.
like chronologically it was in that order or whatever. Go on.
Even if it doesn't come out in chronological order, I will definitely play it in that order. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
definitely, and I reckon I'll be streaming it too. I will definitely play Reach first, then fucking.
Did you like Halo 4 and 5?
Not really. I only played Halo for the story, really. I didn't really like multiplayer that much, and the only multiplayer I did like was Reach. But
Halo 5 sucked anus. It was terrible, man. It sucked.
Yeah, it was the storyline. Just like it, just when it gets to 4 and 5, I just don't care anymore. They should have ended it with 3 or whatever it was that was the last one for the
Yeah,
Master
3.
Chief. Yeah, that should have been the end. Or if they're gonna make another one, they should have tried continuing it, but not doing what they did.
And that's why I agree with you completely. Like, I think Infinite is going to try. I think that they could realize that they kind of goofed a little bit, and I think they're going to try and bring it back. Like, it looks a lot more boots on the groundish,
Yeah.
a lot more
Well, like
Marines.
the 4 was the one that just destroyed it for me. Was the whole Forerunners are still alive? Like, no, the whole idea was the Forerunners built all this, but they're dead. Like, they killed themselves trying to kill the Flood.
The Flood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because that's what if you don't know, the Halo rings were made to do that.
Oh yeah, I do know that part.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. It's like they made these weapons that destroy all of life, so the Flood can't spread.
All organic matter.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
fucking
it's-
everything.
And when they talk about the size of the explosions, holy shit! I mean, they
Yeah.
talk about, and they're everywhere.
Yeah, like we've only seen 2 rings, and then we've seen the Arc, which is the mass button is what I.
Don't worry about spoiler alert for me. But I literally only played 1 and 2. I
So,
touched
yeah.
3.
Halo
But don't-
3
but
is
at
the
this
best,
point,
dude.
But
Halo
at this
3,
point, it's like, what am I gonna say? Don't say anything from 2006.
like 8. Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be that guy.
Yeah, you would
My
be
fault.
that. But
Yeah, I would be.
yeah. So
And I kind of want to be.
so
But...
number 3 is when they go to the Arc, which is imagine the one button to press to destroy everything.
Oh, it activate all of them.
Yeah,
Like the
it activates-
trigger,
yeah,
basically,
it
yeah.
activates all of them in one go.
Because
Jesus.
you can activate them, like if you're on a ring, you can activate the ring, but the arc is like a kill switch that activates them
For
all
all
at
of them.
once.
Yeah, and that's when the Arbiter turns to the good side and becomes more friendly with the Master. In number 2, you play as both of them, right? Which is really cool. I love that. I love being able to play as.
Oh, I could already see that. I was like, I knew where that storyline was
Yeah.
going. They were teaming up. They're
Oh,
teaming up big time.
and it was so cool, like the way
But,
that they were actually able to do it. Oh,
You'd play it co-op with your friend, right? Instead of having 2 Master Chiefs running around, you'd have the Master Chief and the Arbiter.
That's awesome.
That-
so dope.
That was the best part. Was that they did
Genius.
that.
And you got to see like the lore of how it works, like how the Covenant worked, because that's why the Covenant was so dope. It's not like you're one side and they're the other side. The Covenant was an amalgamation of a bunch of different races
That came
were
together.
put in ranks based on their ability to fight. And the
Like the
elites were
EU.
like and the elites were like the top tier. And when the brutes came in, the elites
That's
got knocked
forever.
down a peg.
Yeah.
And they're like, they stripped you of all your power and all your whatever. And the elites were like, what the fuck? It's really cool. There's this piece of lore. I don't know if it's in the game. And this is why I love Bungie, because they do shit like this. Where a lot of the Covenant people were trying to purge humans because they're shitty or whatever. They're heretics and whatever.
Yeah.
But the elites actually made comments that were considered blasphemous, which is part of the reason why the whole thing happened, because they honored the fight that the humans put. Like they were like, we are fighting, but they fight honorably, and they're a worthy adversary. They deserve respect and honor, like even in death. Like we're not just gonna like whatever, like mutilate them or like shoot them while they're dead or whatever. They're like, these are soldiers that deserve respect, and that was considered blasphemous, which was part of the reason why the brutes came in, because they thought that the elites were turning soft against the humans.
Yeah.
None of that's really in the game, but it's in some lore thing somewhere, and I thought that was so fucking cool.
And then the other cool thing I liked was just Sergeant Johnson. Everyone loves Sergeant
Hell
Johnson.
yeah.
Is that
Hell
the-
yeah.
And like, I loved in number 3. You know the start when you first.
Is that the?
The
That's
Black Commander guy?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you
And-
beat the first game on Legendary for the very first time.
Yeah, and he's hugging the elite at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
Hold me, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
And they hug,
Dude,
and then
how many times
the
you
elite
reckon-
reaches down.
That dude
The
is
elite reaches.
died.
Yeah, he just grabs him.
Yeah, no, the elite squeezes his ass.
Hell yeah, he does.
But
How
like,
does he survive?
yeah,
Well, because technically the
legendary ended, didn't really.
legendary ending is not the canon
Oh,
ending.
it's not the canon.
Because it's the
that's
only
such
time
an-
that happens.
That
'Cause
makes sense.
In the
alright.
canon, in the elite or the legendary ending, everybody dies except for Chief, but that doesn't actually happen.
That's a fair point. Well, don't they say that the original canon is played on hard difficulty though?
Yes,
it-
the one
They say that
underneath.
this is you can play on normal and easy, but they recommend the true experience is played on hard.
Right, which is like, I forget the names, but this like heroic. I think
Yeah,
it's
it
just
might
called.
be called something
Yeah,
else.
and then legendary is kind of just like shut
Impossible.
the fuck up.
one of my tattoos I want to get is the legendary symbol from Halo. Because I don't know if you had a closer look at it. Fucking Jesus! I thought he was mounting his dog there.
Mount.
No fucking
Sorry,
I'm
what
gonna-
did you say?
no.
I'm gonna grab a cider. Go for it.
Yeah, no bestiality on this channel, please.
Oh, sorry, dude. Okay, I'm gonna grab a beer while he's grabbing a cider. 1 second. Entertain
Fucking-
the folks.
Entertain the folks. Fuck. You guys are all lame, and you should feel lame. That echo though from Coop. But how is everyone? I hope everyone's doing well. Oh, Coop's back. That didn't take long. What shirt
so-
are you wearing this time? Are you wearing Slayer and Rob Zombie? That's it.
Yeah, it was their Hell on Earth tour where they toured together.
Yeah. All right.
I go to a lot of shows, so I don't own a T-shirt that isn't a band T-shirt from a show.
Ah, fair enough. That's sick.
Like I have like an entire like 4-tier dresser that is solely band
Band
T-shirts
shirts.
from shows.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but what tattoo did you, the legendary difficulty?
Yeah, if you had a look at the legendary difficulty tattoo, that symbol.
Legendary.
My body is a temple.
What is
Yeah,
that?
sure, dude. Oh, that's sick, dude.
Yeah, hang on.
That would be sick.
Yeah, so I'm gonna.
Do you have any tattoos now?
No, I
Besides
don't.
the big dick on your, like the big penis arcing as a tramp stamp?
No, I do not.
I want to get a tattoo of a bigger penis
I
on
don't know
my
what-
penis.
I
Like like one of those paintings that like people stand on, and it looks like you're standing above a cavern.
Wow.
No, what you gotta
You know?
do is at the very base you put like flames and you make it a rocket. So as a girl's turning on, it looks like a rocket's rocketing off.
What?
No, you never seen those? What are you talking about?
Your dick, a tattoo. Anyways,
Yeah, can we?
we're not talking about dicks anymore. have-
So
you haven't-
okay, so we were talking about the Sergeant Johnson
Yeah.
and I loved Halo 3 because I played it on Legendary. I found out what the fuck. Oh, anyway, he later on you find out that if you played, you know, the starting scene Coop where he lands on the planet
Yep.
and he's like all locked up. You know how he grabs the rifle and gives it to Master Chief.
Mm-hmm.
He says a different line there for every difficulty that you play on.
Does he really?
Yeah, he says something different every single time.
Halo
Yeah.
3 is this is the thing, like and it's part of the like it's weird because I really like I guess Bungie, like once Bungie left Halo, I think they took a massive nosedive.
And
Like-
4 was the
Was
the
343.
first one?
Yeah.
And then they did 5, and that was it.
So Halo 1, 2, 3, ODST, and Reach are all Bungie.
Okay.
And 4, 5, and the Master Chief Collection are 343. But the
Okay.
only reason that 343 did the Master Chief Collection, a lot of people were like, "Yay, they're remastering it." The only reason they did that is
They get
because
a feel for it?
because Bungie owned the rights for 1, 2, and 3. So what happened is 343 re-released them so that they could make the revenue off of it, because all the sales for 1, 2, and 3 were still going to Bungie.
Yeah.
So they just re-released it to make that money. So like it was a really hard pill for me to swallow to play the Master Chief Collection because I knew it was just a cash grab scheme. So it was kind of hard to like.
Well, if you have a dynasty of games, and it's hard, and I don't know, people were starting to say they were going down after 2, but assume that all of the original Bungie Halo games were amazing. All of them were 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, like easily. And then you have a new studio come in and start making them.
But it's not a new studio.
343?
So what happened is Bungie was this entity, okay? So let's just say Bungie was 100 people for easy math. What happened is half of them were like, we want to make Destiny. And half of them said, we want to continue to work on Halo. So what happens is Bungie had a contract with Microsoft. And when that came up, Bungie said, okay, we're going to go do Destiny. And Microsoft said, we don't want to deal with that, which is why the exclusives shit is for PlayStation, almost as a backslap to that. So Bungie split in half. Half of it went one way to make Destiny, and the other half renamed 343 Studios and continued with Halo. It's the same people.
It's some of the same people.
It's some of the same people, but it's not like it's a new studio that came in.
But I'm saying, but if it took But
So
if
it's
it
not
took,
like-
if it took
so
them
the
3
dude's
games to
eyes-
get their, if it took them 3 games to get their footing, though, that's pretty respectable. If you release 2 trash games, then 6 is awesome. Yeah, I guess I didn't know that 343. I thought it was completely different.
No, it's what was left of Bungie.
I'd like to see the numbers, like how many people stayed to stay in 343, and how many people left to Bungie. Based on the quality of work, I would say way more people went to Bungie.
So
We need a
have you
fact
seen
checker.
our
Left.
info?
It said about a quarter. About 25% of the Bungie employees stayed to be in 343.
Okay.
And then
That makes sense.
and then the backfill was people from Microsoft because 343 is partnered with Microsoft.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So it's not a whole lot, but it's not like there's people who worked on Halo 1 who are currently working on Halo 6.
Yeah.
So like it's not really fair to say it's a completely new studio because it's not. It's new people, but I don't know. I get what you're saying, and I completely agree. There are some companies that had to take over shit, and it went better or went worse.
Sometimes visions just go bad. People, even if you had everybody the same, but the head developer or whatever you want to call it, the director of the game, even leadership can change it.
Oh, Vike, don't start this yet, or don't put this on the screen yet. I just have to let my dog in so she doesn't scream, but I do want to watch this.
Yeah. This is a.
But you can announce what it is to people.
So this video, which I'll put on display capture soon, it's Sergeant Johnson saying different line. I had to watch it to make sure that like there was no words in there that's gonna fucking ruin the stream.
Hooper has all of the gain.
Oh, yeah,
No, he's just like, how much gain can my microphone have? Like, that's what I'm gonna put it at. Oh my god, I can hear them in the other room.
yeah, it's so loud. Yeah, it's fine.
Well, do you remember the ad from I think it was Halo 2, where Sergeant Johnson was the guy who was like doing the narrator for the
Yeah.
ad, and it was fucking awesome.
I'm
So-
scared to look at what the actor
This-
actually looks like. I'm not gonna look him up.
This video is the different lines that you get depending on the difficulty that you play on Halo 3 at the start. When he's just for meeting the Arbiter for the first time on their side.
Which was such a good scene, like just
Yeah.
written well. Like, Halo 3 is one of my favorite games of all time, man. It's so fucking good.
If it will play. No, it doesn't want to play. That's weird. There we go.
Ooh, and beautiful 60 FPS.
Chief, wait! The Arbiter's with us! Come on. on now. We've got enough to worry about without you two trying to kill each other.
Were it so easy.
Oh, that guy.
We must go.
I already know
The
what he
roots have our
looks
scent.
Then they must love the smell of green.
We must go. The brutes have our scent.
Then they must love the smell of hero.
See how it changes just that little bit?
We must go. The brutes have our scent.
Then they must love the smell of badass.
I get the green one was probably easy.
We must go. The brutes have our scent.
Then they must love the scent of testosterone.
We must go.
difficulty
The
settings are
brutes
there?
have our scent.
5.
Then they must love the scent of a real man.
We must go. The brutes have our scent.
Well, there's 6. What
Then
the
they must
fuck?
love the smell of badass. And I left a little present for you, Arbiter, and I'm walking away. Ha ha ha!
We must go. The brutes have our scent.
They must love the smell of Bulgari. Yeah, I'm doing a little product placement. I gotta get paid too.
Oh, this has got to be a joke.
No, those last ones are real.
Are you serious?
How
Yeah.
do you get those?
I don't know, but I just like I watched it the other day and I was like, this is great. I didn't even notice there was that many different lines.
Lyndon Johnson's thebomb.com, dude. The guy's a fucking legend.
He has the best lines in that game, especially from Halo 2.
Well, he's a complete ripoff of
The guy
Like with
from
Aliens.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he's a 100% ripoff, and that's
Yeah,
fine.
and that's fine because they do a really good job of adding him in.
Well, and technically they are space marines, so I
yeah,
mean, like,
so it
Yeah.
does work. But like, I loved how much they changed him in the Halo 2 anniversary. Like how he looks more like human.
he looks less 2007.
Yeah. And like again, they did the same thing with Halo 2. Remember the scene where they dropped the tank in for him on the bridge?
Yep.
The best fucking scene ever when he shows up. That scene has different voice lines as well for each difficulty. And I'll show you. I'll get it back up. I just
Jesus.
No, I am excited because like I said, I fell off the story, but I played 1 and 2 to death. Like I can't remember how many times I played. I was finding secrets in 1. I don't know if most people know about.
Well, Halo 3 it was revolutionary. It almost single-handedly started
Esports?
esports,
yeah.
and it still has a extremely high user base, even though more Halo games have come out. Like
Oh, I would
culturally,
say-
it's huge.
yeah, and I feel like Reach did the same thing too with the different game modes and fucking like SWAT in that game was like my favorite. Like no shields,
Oh, yeah.
you could headshot everyone. Fucking, it was great. Here, we'll watch this one. This is
Sure.
the one. This is the one where he lands on the bridge with the Pelican and the tank, and he has different lines in this one as well. Or not, you could just go back to the start of the video, and I don't want to watch the intro from this dude who's made this video.
Oh shit! Sorry. Sorry.
It blew right through us. 50 cal
I just love how much
rockets
this
didn't
looks
do a thing.
really nice for the Halo 2 games.
The pop rank for you? Yeah.
Really loud for me.
Where's the rest of your platoon?
Wasted, Sarge.
It's still
And we will
buffering.
be too, sir, if we don't get the hell out
Yeah,
of
but I'm
here.
watching it on the
You
stream.
hit Marine.
No, sir.
Where's the rest of your platoon?
Wasted, Sarge.
And we will be too, sir, if we don't get the hell out of here.
You hit Marine.
No, sir.
Then listen up. You had your chance to be afraid before you joined my beloved corps. But to guide you back to the true path, I brought this motivational device. Our big green style cannot be defeated.
What about that scarab?
We've all run the simulations. They're tough, but they ain't invincible. Stay with the Master Chief. He'll know what to do.
Yes, sir, Sergeant.
Thanks for the tank. He never gets me anything.
Cortana's such a good character. Oh, I fucking love Halo. God damn it.
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
Hell yeah.
It's such a good scene. And the best part is it's got different lines for different characters. It's my favorite.
I do remember this.
Blew right through us. 50 cal.
But how good does it look that they when they
rockets didn't do a
updated
thing.
it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because I reckon they worked on the camera.
Where's the rest of your platoon?
Wasted, Sarge.
And we will be too, sir, if we don't get the hell out of here.
You hit Marine.
No, sir.
Then listen up. The chief is gonna jump in this tank, roll across the bridge, and blow up any inhuman son of a bitch dumb enough to get between him and the prophet of regret. Pull yourself together, because you're going with it.
What about that scarab?
We've all run the simulations. They're tough, but they ain't invincible. Stay with the Master Chief.
She looks
He'll know
so
what to do.
weird.
Yes, sir, Sergeant.
She looks
Thanks
like an
for the
alien.
tank. He never gets me anything.
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
That's such a good line that he says.
It was a great scene.
It was just like,
That's insane that this is the new graphics.
oh, you haven't played it? This
Blew
is
right through us.
Master Chief Collection
50
will have
cal.
it switch
Rockets didn't do a thing.
I had to turn your way down. I can't hear you.
Where's the rest of your platoon?
Wasted, Sarge.
And we will be too, sir, if we don't get the hell out of here.
You hit Marine.
No, sir.
Then listen up. When I joined the Corps, we didn't have any fancy schmancy tanks. We had sticks. 2 sticks and a rock for a whole platoon. And we had to share the rock. What's up, boy? You're one very lucky Marine.
What about that scarab?
We've all run the simulations.
That's
They're tough,
that
but
must
they
be the
ain't
difficulty I
invincible.
played on, because that's
Stay
what
with
I
the Master
remember.
Chief. He'll know what to do.
Yes, sir.
No, I think that's heroic.
for the
I think
tank.
that's the heroic
He
one.
never gets me
Probably.
anything.
Whatever the, like, hard difficulty is.
Yeah,
I know
I think
what
the
the
next one
ladies
will be
like.
the legendary one. Which is the one that I got, which I did like.
It blew right through us. 50 cal. Rockets.
It's
didn't
only
do a
him that ever gets different lines for difficulty too.
Yeah, but he's
That's
a
awesome.
legend, bro.
Yeah, it is. Like when they first enter the city, Pelicans, the speech that says,
Where's the rest of your platoon?
Wasted, Sarge.
And we will be too, sir, if we don't get the hell out of here.
You hit Marine.
No, sir.
Then listen up. Usually the good Lord works in mysterious ways, but not today. This here is 66 tons of straight up H.E. spewing divine intervention. If God is love, then you can call me Cupid.
What about that scarab?
We've all run the simulations. They're tough, but they ain't invincible. Stay with the Master Chief. He'll know what to do.
Yes, sir, Sergeant.
I know
for
what
the
the
tank.
ladies love.
He never gets me anything.
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
such a good scene.
Yeah, that's a super good
legend-
scene.
the
So I
legendary
didn't
one's
actually.
probably my
I'm
favorite.
so far behind. I thought that it would just be like an HE, like
80 type shit.
Redux.
Oh,
You know,
mean the
like
game.
HE texture repack. They.
Oh, no, they
it's
re-
the, it's
they
a
read
whole
the whole
new
thing.
engine.
Yeah, the
Oh, yeah.
whole game is different.
All right. I'll get in there.
You should definitely go back and play
Still
it.
a 4 to 10? Fuck.
For now, well, it depends. When's it getting released? If you tell me like September, I don't have time to get excited. The older you get, the more you get disappointed with everything video games.
So,
That.
Coop, you have Combat Evolved, right? Like right there with you.
Yes.
Did you know that there's different dialogues for the fucking... I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play it. We watched 2 of them. We won't watch 3. Do you know that... You know how...
2003. Fuck, we're old.
Do you
as
remember
shit.
when? Do you remember when they're in the Pelican? In the
That got released
The
before
Pillar of Autumn?
2003. Sorry.
Oh, when you're flying in to that level?
no, when you're in the Pillar of Autumn for the first time, and like the elites and grunts are attacking the ship.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
the
and
pillar
you
of
know
autumn.
you know the speech from Sergeant Johnson in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's different ones for different difficulties.
I knew that. I knew that one.
That's where it first started.
I feel like I know some of the names because that mission is called the Pillar of Autumn, and then the second mission is called Halo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, because the Pillar of Autumn is the first level.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Pillar of Autumn, That was a great level. I've replayed that level so many times.
I have played Halo 1 beginning to end so many fucking times. It's
I think
ridiculous,
probably
dude.
20 minimum.
Like, and I
Minimum.
replay it probably
It's
like yearly.
It's such a great how they introduced it. It's like they didn't throw storyline down your throat. When you're first playing it, you're like, whoa, what? Wait, what's going on? You know, like
Yeah, exactly. Which is weird because by the time it
feed you
ends,
just enough, you know.
And exactly, and by the time it ends, you have this like fully flushed out story, but it's not. But you don't feel like someone just expositioned it right in your fucking face.
And it's not so vague that it's like trying to like you have to watch 100 hours of lore videos for Dark Souls, which is cool, but
you want to be able to, you want to be able to just pick up the story.
A story.
Yeah.
It's
exactly.
We're only going to give you what you need right now.
They released Halo specifically as an Xbox like launch date. Like it was like here's
Imagine
the
Xbox franchise without Halo.
Yeah. Here's the
Xbox. It would have failed.
Yeah.
Here's the Xbox One. And we're going to throw out this game. And it was when it came out in 2003, that was like the biggest fucking game to come out on.
Halo came out. Halo absolutely came out before that because I was playing that when I was a senior.
2003.
Nope, 2003.
When
looking at it right now.
The Xbox came out.
2003. Halo Uno.
Halo was
maybe
a
on PC
launch date. Not an Xbox launch date.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was okay. So exactly, it came out way before 2003.
No, it came out in 2003 for PC.
Guys, I graduated in 2002. I was playing that shit for over a year before I graduated.
Hang on.
November 15th, 2001.
Was this Halo 1 or Xbox?
Yep, Halo 1, Halo Combat Evolved came out on Xbox November 15th, 2001, and it came out 2 years later for PC.
Xbox isn't 2001 year old, is it?
Oh, it's way older than that.
I don't know about way older. I'm pretty sure this was
99, 2000, maybe 2000.
Xbox.
Or maybe it was November 2001. I don't know.
Xbox original. November 15th, 2001. Halo was a launch title for the Xbox. It was a launch title.
Yeah, so
imagine going back and like playing that.
Dude, I did.
Like as it got released. No, but I'm like I don't remember.
No, sorry. Yeah. I got it in
We could just inject that feeling into you again.
I got it in 2003. Is when I got it.
I played it on the original Xbox launch day. One of my dad's friends got an Xbox, and I've always been a PlayStation guy. Like my Xbox One S is the first Xbox I've ever owned. I always played shit like I'm way more of a PlayStation kind of guy or PC.
Yeah, because
Sony pony.
But everything that was coming out at the time,
I was
PlayStation. Like it was big.
Well, think about it. There was a PlayStation 1 and a PlayStation 2, and the original Xbox was competing with the PlayStation 2, whereas the PlayStation 1 and 2 already had this like reputation. So it was
if the Xbox didn't release with Halo, I don't think it'd be the same.
There would be. I don't think there'd be an Xbox anymore. I think that would have been like one of the other systems because PlayStation's huge, right? Like PlayStation 1 was the biggest console selling.
Yeah.
Ever.
Oh yeah.
No, PlayStation 2 outsold by far.
Yeah, it outsold.
PlayStation 2. What's crazy is they were still manufacturing PlayStation 2s, like new ones, when the PlayStation like halfway into the PlayStation 3 life cycle.
Well, because PlayStation 2 is I have a PlayStation 2 Fat original still hooked up to my TV right now, dude. Like,
you know what's crazy is if you had a game, you had a PlayStation 2 game, and you put it in, and then was it PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2? I think it was PlayStation 2, and then you opened it up, you took the game out, but the game was still playing. You could like as long as the system was on, the PlayStation 2 held the entire game on file.
Yep.
So like you could like rent a game from Blockbuster and then return it. As long as you never turned it off, you wouldn't lose it.
I did that for every fucking Need for Speed game ever, man. I've never owned a Need for Speed game, but I always did that. I just like play it. I'd rent it for like one day, hit the eject button, and then play it for the weekend, and then turn my shit off.
Yeah.
And then there was a bunch of us that were playing the PlayStation 1 upside down because it wasn't cooled properly.
Yeah.
So a lot of people just had their original PlayStation 1s upside down.
Well, because the vents were all on the bottom, so if it was like flat on a surface, it didn't vent properly. Like,
Yeah, no, you're
it's,
right. It's definitely gonna be if like we've been saying, if Halo didn't come out when the Xbox One where the original came out, the Xbox wouldn't have survived.
I don't think it would have been able to
And now
be
we've got the
competitive.
Google box coming out, so
Yeah.
like that's gonna change
Technically,
everything.
so the Google thing, it's a streaming platform.
I'm not super excited for it.
It's gonna be cool, but the only thing I'm worried about is they're not making their own games. So what's gonna happen is the like PlayStation Now service.
They bought up a studio.
Yeah, I know the PlayStation. Yeah.
Sure, but
Yeah,
I mean,
but yeah,
it's
you're
gonna be
right.
as studio. So if they make a game, cool.
Every
but
3 years.
realistically, it's going to be a streaming platform for other games. So think like if Epic had a controller and was all virtual. It would kind of be like that. Like it's just going to be like a streaming platform. They've actually made comments that it's actually more powerful for YouTube than gaming. I don't know how or what that means, but they've actually made more comments.
It's going to be for
that.
people. It's going to be for casual gamers, which is fine. I mean, I use that in a derogatory term sometimes, but not here.
Fucking casual.
But it's going to be for casual gamers, and it's going to be for when people are on the go. You know, it's like I got internet where I'm at, so
well, and the controller
I'll just keep playing this game.
Actually has a button that hooks up to your like Google Home, so you can ask it questions, shit. And there's another button on there that like shares something and uploads it to YouTube or something. Like there's like 6 buttons on the middle of the controller, and one of them is for your Google Home, and one of them is for YouTube. So
weird.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what the full function is, but
that
I know
might not
that
work
gaming...
because you have like when the PlayStation 4 came out, Facebook was getting really big, and like so Sony released the share button.
If you're about to say that it's not very useful, I'm gonna totally disagree with you.
No, in Japan it was like massive.
Oh,
but
was
most
it?
people oh yeah, that's why they did it. But over here in America, people were like, I don't fucking care. Like most people don't
I use
care.
that fucking button, bro.
I don't use it. I don't use it at all.
Most people
Yeah, but how do
don't.
you think I clip my shit for when I'm recording stuff on my PlayStation?
Yeah, you. But I'm saying most people couldn't care less about that share
like for
button.
me, I'm not doing anything on YouTube anymore, so I'm not sharing to YouTube.
So it's useless for you then?
Yeah.
Or you can take cool screenshots, but I mean, you could do that before anyways.
Yeah. And most games these days where it's like the company's like, you can take screenshots in this game, they've added like a camera into the game.
That's true.
Well, the photo mode in Division 2 is actually pretty cool because you can rotate it everywhere. You can turn the UI off.
Yeah.
And so you can catch some pretty cool scenes.
Have you taken some photos?
I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about
not photos. It's live. It doesn't stop the game. The game is
I
live.
know. But have you used it yet?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Have you gone back to look at your photos, like on the folder on your PC?
No, I just did some. I didn't take photos. They're actual videos.
Because I used the photo mode, and I took like multiple photos in Division 2, and then I went to the folder on my computer where they're supposed to save, and there was fucking nothing there. And I went into the game and found
I
the
never
path.
took photos.
I went to the path, and it actually drilled down right to that folder, and then when I went to that folder on my PC, there was nothing there. I was pretty pissed.
I'm trying to remember where they're supposed to be.
My camera's being weird.
Because you're like,
you guys
like 700 miles away.
Yeah, it's true. Alright, well, I think we need to start wrapping up.
Wrapping it up.
Because we have Spartak up in a bit.
Yes, sir, and I'm sure that...
I'm taking the NetF gaming completely.
Yep. Gory just came to chill with
I
us
think
on the podcast. He's had enough of everyone else in his life, and
that's not true. No, like when we're done here, I'm gonna like catch up.
Well, didn't you like read a book yesterday and stuff? Weren't you like chilling out yesterday too?
Yeah, I need to catch up on my. That's
what
what
book
I do,
did you read?
I'm still halfway through the Wheel of Time series. So
Wheel of Time.
For Robert Jordan series, just fantasy.
Next week, what are we doing next week? We got shit to talk about. We'll have.
I will play
next week.
Shadows
Play that
twice.
fucking play that game. I wanted to talk about it today, but I don't know.
If you guys, it's like. I know we don't have much time, but like I hope I'm not going to be disappointed like that one game that came out that people are still fucking playing. God damn it, sorry.
Division 2.
No, it's like a fast-paced Dark Souls game.
Oh.
And
and
you're
I
like, and it's like futuristic, and like you've got like arms and shit.
No, that one's actually that one does suck. But no, this one is actually still really popular. A lot of people are playing this one, but I didn't personally like it, so I stopped playing it. But so I'm hoping this one is gonna be better.
Alright, you figure out the name. We've
Yeah.
got next week. For the week we'll definitely be playing Division 2 together for what finally.
Yes.
I'll be available.
No, it's been a week.
Then
Neo, that game. Neo.
Oh yeah, okay.
I didn't like it, but people are having fun. That's cool.
Yeah, some people like it, some people don't. What else we got next week coming out? Nothing coming out.
Is anything coming out this week?
No, I don't think so.
But stuff comes out soon.
Yeah.
I want Dying Light 2 whenever Dying Light 2 comes out.
Yeah.
That's gonna be sick.
You guys aren't gonna see me for a while.
Or we might.
Yeah, we
play
are.
it with you.
Yeah, we'll be there, man. Shit's
Oh,
multiplayer.
I'm not playing that game multiplayer. No offense.
Fuck you. Why not?
That's gonna take the horror out of it, man. Like I have to grab every single packet of coffee. Like every single towel.
That's
in
fair.
that
That's
game.
fair. That's fair.
All right. Let's wrap this up.
Fine.
Sure.
Thank you to everyone who came and said g'day. Thank you to everyone who did end up following, which I don't think anyone did, but I'll say thank you to whoever did anyway. Because sometimes, well, I noticed last week we had a few followers happen and it didn't come through. So I felt very bad about that. We had.
Oh, so you're thanking them retrospectively?
Yeah, just in case.
Better late than never.
Hello to YouTube. Because this will be up on Cooper's YouTube channel very soon, probably tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Yep.
given that it doesn't take a billion years to render and save and all that shit.
Yeah, and he'll do his own editing and shit.
Yeah, I'll a black fade in and a black fade out.
Yeah,
That's
you know,
about as
just
deep as it's
That
gonna
takes. How long does that take?
24 hours.
get.
Alright, we've got to get ready for the Spartak up. Gory and Coop, thank you so much for coming and
Yeah, fun.
chatting. It's always fun. And
Even though we
somehow,
didn't even have anything to talk about.
yeah, somehow
we do just
still,
fine.
Yeah, somehow we did.
It was a little scuffed from all the technical issues, but we made it through.
No,
We
That
made
technical
actually went
issues
pretty
are
quick.
technical, Yeah.
Like
Well, we
I bet if
started
you go.
half an hour later.
No,
But
no,
still,
no,
this
but
is
the
an hour and
technical
a half
issues
still,
probably
though.
only the technical issues. If you go back and watch it, I'm gonna guess lasted less than 3 minutes before we were all
Probably.
back up. That's
Yeah.
pretty
Probably.
good.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, we got up and then went back down, then we got back up again. So
Weird.
it's like
All right, so
Well, enjoy your night, fellas.
Yep.
I assume that you guys will play some Division 2. Maybe I'll motivate myself to get on, but tomorrow?
we'll see how
I
we
will
do it.
probably be there.
I'll be there.
And just because before we're signing out, just in case, because this is going to YouTube, thanks for watching if you watch this on YouTube, and you can subscribe anywhere you want. So
Press the things.
Press the
what's
buttons.
down? So
you
in
could
the
also
bottom right,
you could also
in the bottom right
subscribe
corner.
to this Twitch channel too, and
don't worry about that. Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
come follow me on Twitch. All right. Yeah, that's what you get for trying to shout out on your own fucking.
I like breathed really heavily out of my nose, and it shot the beer back into my face.
Ish.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Bye, everybody.
See you, everyone.